Hello. Well, I am taking my daily walk, and there's, if you can see Sam and our wonderful guinea fowl. I have come to love the guineas. Some people are bothered by their call, but they are quite delightful, and they eat all of our ticks, which is great. So, yeah, and they fly into the trees. They go all over the 51 acres. It's quite amazing. Well, here is what I wanted to guide you through today, talk about, is a meditation walk. Now that we're moving into May and nicer weather, less mud, and the forest soon is going to be showing its beautiful, beautiful colors. Summer popping out, all the greens. It certainly is inviting to take walks. And a meditation walk is a little different from just a regular walk. And let me just kind of explain it a little bit and guide you through it, because you might want to try it. So in a meditation walk, you just want to slow down your pace. You don't want to rush. This is not a speed walk and definitely not a jog. And what I typically do if I'm on a meditation walk, I just give myself a little time to use all my senses and see my surroundings, appreciate where I'm walking. This is a forest that I'm walking through right now, but it can be a neighborhood, it can be a subdivision, it can be an inner city with lots of tall buildings. It doesn't have to be in nature. Certainly when you're in nature, there is this heightened awareness of the sounds and, all the different bird calls, of course, and the different smells of the forest, which I love to give myself time to smell. And the sights I see, try to pay attention to all of these beautiful trees and how they're going to be changing soon, just like we change sometimes in seasons. Seasons bring change for them too. And I just observe. And then, as I'm slowing down my pace even more, just a very gentle walk, I begin to just go inside myself a little bit more. I have my rose quartz crystal in my hand. I often bring a crystal with me when I'm walking, especially a meditation walk. And I just go inside in terms of my thoughts and my feelings. Let go of all those hurried voices in my head. Like, oh my goodness, I only have 10 minutes for this meditation walk. I don't think things like that. I just appreciate those 10 minutes that I do have and just take my time. I do my meditation walks alone, but you can do them with somebody else. But I recommend, if you're with somebody else or more than one person, that you don't have a conversation. Silence is a really beautiful way of being present with someone. When we're with somebody, whether it's a walk or even over a meal, we feel obligated to talk to them. Have you ever felt this way? It feels like you have to make conversation, even if it's a family member that you have dinner with every night. You feel obligated to talk. Well, what if we remove that obligation and you just both come to this agreement that the meal is going to be in silence, the walk, the time together, maybe we'll be sitting in silence, You begin to notice each other's breath. Sometimes you notice your breath in sync with the other person's breath. As in walking, begin to notice how our steps slow down in sync with somebody else if you're walking with someone. And just, again, allow yourself this moment of peace and calmness and observe everything around you. Even if you're walking with your dogs, you can wait on playing fetch and just walk with the animal in a very mindful way that brings you into this space, into this place with the puppy, the dog, or the person that you're with. Listen for what you hear. I'm hearing lots of little puddles of running water right now, walking through. And it's very soothing for the snow to be melting and all the little streams to be opening up. You may want to lengthen your breath a little bit on the walk. You don't have to. You can just keep a steady breath. And you might want to smile to yourself, because this is a gift you're giving yourself to be taking this walk. Sometimes on a walk, I have a mantra that I might repeat in my head, especially if you find all those voices and sounds like you maybe are anxious about something and you can't let go of it. Then you might want a mantra. And it can be anything, like, I am goodness. I am as perfect as it can get. I am enough in this world, and I am so grateful. A mantra that you repeat over and over helps to center you, helps to add to the balance of your heart, your nervous system, your spirit. And it kind of ties everything together. It brings you into your core. Yeah, and having said that, I would also recommend that as you're walking, pay attention to your posture. Pay attention to the deliberate way that you place your feet onto the earth. Pay attention to any aches or pains that you might have in your body. And again, don't rush it. Take your time. And if you reach a place like I have right now, which I'll show you, it's this beautiful view out that way. And there's some big, big stones here that I think I'm going to just sit down on. And sometimes I spend another 10 minutes sitting and just allowing myself to be present in this landscape. It's so precious this time of the year when spring begins to open up our land. We let go of winter's darkness. The days get a little bit longer and longer. And there's this sense of new life being breathed into ourselves, into the land, into the plants. I'm looking at all the little saplings, apple tree saplings that my oldest son has planted on our land. And I feel such enormous gratitude for where I live. And wherever your walk takes place, again, it could be in a neighborhood. And if you happen upon people as you're walking, you can nod to them and smile. You don't have to stop and feel obligated to talk to them. Just take your meditation walk in an enormously healing way for yourself. Believe me, if you're able to do this, you will return home a little bit calmer, a little bit more at peace with whatever it is that you have to face in the rest of your day. I hope this is helpful. I'm going to sit on one of these big stones and just give myself a little time to close my eyes and be so appreciative of this beautiful place that I'm in.